Corporal punishment harms your children. Say no to beating, slapping, and hitting. I give up. Joseph won't behave, even when I beat him.
Punishment is not about making your child feel pain. There are other ways to discipline him.
But if I don't beat Joseph, how will I ever teach him the difference between right and wrong?
You should explain to your child what he did wrong.
A good smack usually has the effect I want.
But if you hit your child, he will grow up to think that hitting can solve all problems. If we want Namibia to be a more peaceful society, we must start by teaching our children different ways to deal with arguments.
I don't want to waste time talking to my children about what they are doing wrong. If I give them a good smack, they know I don't like it.
These new ways take time, but they do work. We have to teach our children to understand what is right and what is wrong, not just how to avoid a beating. Jacob, you must not take other people's toys. Sit here on my knee until you can play nicely.
I can't believe you didn't hit him.
Jacob needs to calm down and to see that if he does something unpleasant happens to him. Jacob's punishment is that he cannot play with Joseph until he says sorry and that he will play nicely.
How do you know all of this?
I went to a workshop about new types of discipline. I have been trying to follow what I have learned.
But how do you know what to do?
It all depends on what the child has done and how old he or she is. So far, I have used 5 new ways to discipline Jacob, but I'm still learning. 1. Explain the problem. Make sure the child knows what he has done wrong. 2. Make the child take responsibility for his actions. For example, if he breaks something on purpose, you can make him fix it. 3. Use timeouts. This is when you take the child away from what he was doing to get him to calm down and think about what he has done. 4. Take away privileges, such as being allowed to watch television or play with friends. 5. Don't say things that you don't mean, such as telling him you will give him away. He must always know you love him, even though what he did was wrong. And he must know you are prepared to follow through on what you say. When his behavior improves, don't forget to tell him he's doing a good job.
So, I tried your new way of discipline this week.
Really? What did you do?
Joseph was throwing his food. I told him he must not throw food because it makes a mess. When he didn't stop, I took his food away. We all kept eating. I told him he could have his dinner back when he could eat nicely.
You did well. And then, what happened?
Before long, he said, "Mom, I will be a good boy. Can I have my food back, please?" So I gave him his food.
Did you remember to give him a hug and tell him that he had learned a good lesson?
I will remember next time.
Hey, Mom.
This new way of discipline might work with little children. But what about teenagers? When I beat my big son, he just laughs.
So, you have nothing to lose by trying something new. One idea is that you can take away his privileges.
Like what? His cell phone?
Exactly. Or refuse to give him money if he wants to go to the movies with his friends.
You know, I think that might just work. I'm going to try it. Will these new ways of punishment work every time?
No, not always. But keep trying and you will soon see a real difference. Remember, beating doesn't work every time either. The alternatives involve more talking, but they will help your children grow up knowing that you do not hit people to solve a problem.